Consistency, something I love talking about. So, title is How Can I Be More Consistent in My Health and Fitness so I can lose the weight and keep it off? Quite a long introduction, but it covers what we're talking about, right? It's health and fitness, it's results and maintenance. It encapsulates different areas, but we say it so off the cuff. How can I be more consistent in my health and fitness so I can lose the weight and keep it off? That's quite a few different things to look at, but it's certainly one which more and more people struggle with, and they've tried lots of things before, only to end up back where they started. So on this video, I'm going to dial into that. I'm going to help you be more consistent, right? I'm going to help you gain more awareness of exactly why this shows up and what we can do to improve that. And I'm going to give you a couple of things to action and to implement, and just to consider. I hope that you're well. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having an awesome Friday, and you're looking forward to the weekend. So now, here we go. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, just jumped on, right? So not many people on the line. Let's let's start at the beginning. I'm on a canal, right? And there's lots of trees here, right? So if you want to be more consistent, then we want the certainty. So like the tree, you want to have some grounding, right? And if you want to reach your goals, that's quite aspirational. So you want to you want to have the grounding, but also be able to achieve your goals, right? So that's going to give you the consistency, so that you can then achieve your goal and stay there. Hopefully, that's at least making some sense in some ways, and maybe it'll make more sense as I go into it a little bit more. Now, I read a book. I think it was Values Factor, and he spoke about people that are phototropic and gravitropic, like odd words, and some people are analytical, they're numbers based. Some people are visual, they're more creative. And some people maybe are a little bit of both, right? So I don't want to put people into pockets and boxes. But when I was reading this book and I was learning, and I was like, okay, so sometimes in the afternoon I'm more creative, sometimes in the morning I'm more analytical. But how can I use that in order to be more consistent? Because I'm still me. And what's the link between weight loss and keeping it off and being more consistent? Well, if we imagine, and again, I'll just loop back a little bit. You've got that tree, move my hand, it's got roots, all right? So it's got the sun, it's got the nourishment from the soil, right? It's both. It's phototropic and it's gravitropic. Without the grounding, it'd fall over. Without the sun, it wouldn't grow, right? I'm going to give you a little bit of both. I'm going to give you a little bit of both. So what I want you to do, and the reason why I'm going in a little bit of around the house's way of going through this, is I want you just to give me permission to challenge you a little bit. All right? I want you to give me permission to challenge you a little bit. So if you're watching this, you want to be more consistent. You want to improve your health and your fitness, be more consistent to lose weight and keep it off, right? And it will all make sense why I've been going through this the way that I have, because I want your permission to challenge you. Then I'll give you something to go and do, and then I'll give you some insights, right? It's a bit of give and take, if you will. We naturally are very consistent. That's often the problem. It's not our absence of consistency, it's our perception that we're not consistent. But that said, if the scales are staying where they are and we lose the weight and put it back on again, or we put the weight back on and we rein it back in to stay back where we're, like, if we go around in a circle, like, that sounds very consistent. So again, let's loop it back around. I have this idea that I'm inconsistent. Maybe that's not true. Maybe that holds us back. Maybe that is the first problem to fix, rather than looking outside and shiny object. I'm going to do this diet. I'm going to hire this personal trainer. I'm going to do this exercise program. I'm going to yada yada yada. It's like, well, where am I right now? Because if I have the belief that I'm not consistent when I am, perhaps anything that I do, when I stop doing it, I'm going to go back to this situation that I started at. Example, and it's about perspective, right? So, example, got this canal here. I'm going to see if I can do this right. I'm not a big fan of doing two things at once. Morning, bear with me. So I'm going to throw this stone in the river, right? See that? All right. So just threw a stone in the river and ripples. Often that's weight loss. That's fitness. That's seasons of the month. It is whatever it is that we're talking about right now. That's the consistency. But wait long enough, back to the way it was. And all we needed to do was wait long enough, expand our perception, look at the bigger picture, and look at the data, look at the reality, be present in the moment, right? So, first of all, that's what I want you to do. If you're going around in a circle, like dial into that and be like, right, I am consistent. So, how? And this is where it gets good. This is where it gets positive. This is where it gets sexy. This is where it gets enjoyable, right? What can I do about it? I love insight and awareness. Ducks think I'm going to feed them. That's going to link into what I'm going to talk about in a bit. I love insight and awareness. It's very, 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 very like cathartic. It's very uplifting. It's helpful. Gaining insight and awareness, perspective, all of that is awesome. But what are we going to do about it? So far, you might be like, yeah, I'm with you. I am consistent. Or I'm just like, I'm open to this stuff, right? I'm open to this stuff. I'm listening. What can we do about it? Right. Want to shift our new normal, want to change our behaviors, want to be a better version of ourselves. Do you know what? If you look at the wording and the title, it's not what can I do to be, what can I do that's more consistent? It's not how can I act? Like, look at it again. Hopefully, I've written it right. How can I be more consistent? We're human beings, after all, not human doings. How can I be? The most powerful word in that statement is be. Like, we need to own this stuff. We need to embody it. We need to change our personal reality. It means becoming a different person, fundamentally changing how we see things. Now, you might be watching this thinking, oh, I only want to lose weight, Mike. Don't want to change everything about myself. I'm all right. I like me. Besides, I've got a lot on. Awesome. Cool. Fantastic. I'm not the person I was 10 years ago. I'm not the person I will be in 10 years. If I want to change rapidly, then I fundamentally need to change parts of me if I want to be different. All right. So dial into that be. Now, that said, what's immediately actionable is your daily habits. All right. And how we can track that is a simple habit tracker. An example would be one called Done, DONE. And you're looking at my daily movement. Am I exercising? Have I got a sleep pattern that's dialed in? Am I managing my stress? A black belt in the basics, right? So you can dial into your daily, what I call daily non-negotiable. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to give you some specifics because the rational, analytical part of the brain, like it likes things to go in action to do, and then we can reflect. So again, it's daily non-negotiables, right? What do we do each day? Are we getting the steps in? Are we drinking our water? Are we doing a workout of some description? Are we being mindful, practicing meditation? Are we adding value? Are we helping other people? This is part of my daily non-negotiable. Like, add value, share your message, like, make a difference, do good. I actually get a lot of feedback from this. I'm like, you know what? That's awesome advice. Well done. Like, I pat myself on the back. I feel good and I do good stuff, right? So things like that. Practice gratitude. There's a 6-minute diary that I use as well. Check that out, 20 quid on Amazon. That's a good idea. So it's things that get me into my body, things that give me balance. I learn every day, so something from my brain and something to balance out my biology. So that could be like water, meditation, sleep. So brain, body, balance, biology. And I do 2 of each and every day. I use a habit tracker, an app called DONE, Done. You can go and action this stuff. You can go and implement that stuff. It'll anchor you towards these things while you embody and identify and internalize them so that they become part of your new normal. But the fundamental principle is we are consistent. We do want this to be part of who we are. And there are things that we can do in order to achieve the objective of making it part of who we are. So we can lose the weight, feel great, and keep it off without the worry of going backwards. Okay. So I know that this does go to a lot of depth, but there's a lot of crap out there. There's a lot of people offering things that don't work. And my aim for you is that you actually get where you want to be with my help or without. Now, that said, I specialize in helping busy, successful men to achieve all the objectives that I've mentioned on this video. Cliff notes: drop body fat, improve lifestyle and habits, transform the mindset. So, if you want to be a part of my brand new Facebook group for the Peak Performance Project, let me know. I'll invite you over. What we always want to be mindful of is the benefit and the power of having a positive, supportive, like-minded environment. Now, an example of your environment is watching my videos, all right? Creating those shifts, having those insights, just a little bit of daily positivity, etc., etc. Another one can be, I'm going to join the Facebook group with other people. There's massive, massive value in improving and constantly nurturing your environments. If you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, there's a huge value in adding people that add value to your life. And although that's going to be another video, there's a huge value in reflecting. How do certain people in your life make you feel? And what do you want to do about them? I'll go into that another time. Speak to you next week.